Greetings, programs. Hi everybody, Anthony here from Awesome Anthony Productions. Today I'm going to give you my review of the long-awaited, and I mean long-awaited, third entry in the TRON franchise, TRON Ares. But before we get started, please leave a like, and at the end of the video, if you think I've earned it, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I post. Now on to the review. So TRON Ares takes place about 15 years after the events of TRON Legacy. Sam Flynn has stepped down as CEO of Encom and been replaced by Eve Kim, played by Greta Lee, a visionary humanitarian who only wants to use the grid for good. Actually, she wants to build digital material in the real world, which, if it works, could literally change everything. We're talking world hunger, disease, the kind of thing that would really make Kevin Flynn proud and make him say, "Radical man." There's just one small problem. Whenever someone brings something or someone from the grid into the real world, there's only 29 minutes before they completely disintegrate in front of you. Not exactly ideal for, existing, but somewhere out there is the lost permanence code, the key to stabilizing that bridge between worlds and making digital beings permanent. Naturally, this catches the attention of Dillinger Systems, yes, those Dillingers, now run by the late Ed's grandson, Julian, played by Evan Peters. He wants that permanence code, not for the betterment of humanity, but for power and money, to fuel his evil AI factory dreams of 3D printing soldiers and weapons. Enter Ares.
I would like you to meet Ares, the ultimate soldier.
A top-tier security program played by Jared Leto, who's ordered by Julian to kill Eve and extract the code from her memory. But when Ares randomly starts developing empathy, curiosity, and actual feelings, he does the most unprogram-like thing imaginable. He disobeys his directive. And from there, we're off on an odyssey to find out what it really means to be alive. Now, full disclosure, which is probably going to expose my bias faster than a D-Res program, I have been a massive TRON fan since I was about 12. When Legacy was announced, it piqued my interest so much I dove into everything TRON I could find before that movie came out. From the original movie to the incredible 2004 TRON 2.0 game, to the Kingdom Hearts 2 world that was set in the grid that completely ruled my childhood. The original TRON may look a little dated now, but man, it is still such an achievement. The movie looked at the limited technology of the 80s and said, yeah, we'll do the impossible, why not? The CGI looks very primitive now, but it's very effective and groundbreaking in that movie. And that backlight aesthetic, those hand-painted effects, those suits, it has a style that nothing else has really touched. Then Legacy came along and just blew my mind. The world building, the touching father-son dynamic, the slick visual upgrade, the pulse of that Daft Punk soundtrack. I was obsessed. Even now, it's still one of my favorite movies ever and a comfort movie. I watch it at least once a year. And don't even get me started on TRON Uprising. Just sucks that it ended on a cliffhanger. So yeah, when a third TRON movie was finally announced, my hype levels could power a light cycle. Then they dropped the name Jared Leto, and all that hype instantly nosedived. Don't get me wrong, the man was great in Requiem for a Dream and Dallas Buyers Club. But Morbius? Trash. His voice role in The Haunted Mansion could have been literally anybody else. His Joker? Let's not even go there.
You don't want no beef? You don't want no beef?
And then they announced Joaquin Roning as the director, the guy who made Maleficent 2 and Pirates 5. Yeah, I was gonna see it as a TRON fan to support it no matter what, but my hype bar was on the floor. Then the first trailer dropped, and the visuals were phenomenal. The music by Nine Inch Nails? Electric, and so was the vibe, and my hype came roaring back. So now that I've actually seen it, along with seeing all the hate it's getting online for some reason, I gotta say it, I really enjoyed this movie. Is it perfect? No. The story and characters definitely feel underwritten and rushed, and things aren't really that deep. Ares' I have feelings now moments happen really fast.
It's just a feeling. Fascinating.
And some of the emotional beats could have hit harder, though there is something with Eve Kim that I think is done very well. Speaking of Eve, Greta Lee, she's fine, but her performance just kind of stands out like a sore thumb here, almost like she's in a different movie. Really doesn't have that much personality here. But let's be real, nobody goes into a TRON movie expecting Oscar caliber dialogue. You go for the vibe, the visuals, the sound, the amazing action, the digital spectacle, and TRON Ares delivers on all of those fronts in spades. The visuals are stunning. The first new grid that we see built on Dillinger's mainframe looks like a neon fever dream, angular, geometric, with reds and blacks instead of Legacy's cool blues. The evolution of this franchise's aesthetic needs to be studied, and here it's gorgeous and much more aggressive and alive. Plus, the opening sequence of Dillinger programming Ares and then training him is pretty spectacular. You see him get de-resed, rebuilt, sharpened, and by the end he's slicing through programs with his disc with martial arts precision. It's slick, it's fast, and it's so cool to watch. And when Ares and his second-in-command Athena, played by Jodie Turner-Smith, first enter our world, the effect of them being 3D printed with those lasers is insane. The de-resing effect has evolved too. Encom Tom's programs still kind of break apart like shattered glass, while Dillinger's crumble into dust. And that's just the first 20 minutes. From there, the visuals only escalate with an exciting light cycle chase through the city, a high-speed pursuit over digitized water, a brutal infiltration sequence, discs, light staffs, chaos. If you're a Tron fan, visually this movie is a buffet. Now let's talk performances, because believe it or not, Jared Leto actually nails it here. That weird, detached, and slightly alien energy that he naturally gives off, it fits perfectly here, especially considering he's an artificial intelligence that's just trying to understand emotion. But when Ares starts discovering more of his humanity, Leto slightly changes, becoming subtly warmer, more expressive. I honestly think this is one of his best roles in years, which is crazy to me because I expected him to be the thing that tanks this movie. He also plays really well off the rest of the cast, especially Jodie Turner-Smith, who's fantastic as Athena. People have called her stiff and wooden, but she is literally a program that is following her protocol. With that in mind, I'd say she's supposed to be that way, and she nailed it. On the human side, I mentioned Greta Lee earlier. I think she's fine, but I do think that she doesn't really gel with the tone of this movie all that well. But besides that, on the human side, we've got Hassan Minaj and Arturo Castro, who bring a fun energy as Encon's tech team. Minaj gets a few laughs, but Castro actually surprised me the most. What looked like and easily could have been a one-note comic relief character actually turns into someone who feels like a part of the story. He's funny and useful, which is very rare in these kinds of movies. Gillian Anderson also shows up as Julian Dillinger's mother, Ed's daughter, and she is cold, calculating, and perfectly British. She doesn't get the most screen time, but trust me, she makes it count. And then there's Evan Peters. Man, I love this dude. From American Horror Story to X-Men, he always commits, and as Julian Dillinger, he's kind of delightfully unhinged. The kind of corporate villain who is this close to twirling a mustache, and it totally works. Is it cartoonish? A little. Is it entertaining as hell? Absolutely. Now, the score. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross absolutely kill it here with a mix of EDM, industrial noise, ethereal songs, lyrical pieces, and just pure 80s nostalgia. The soundtrack really does feel like a character in and of itself, and it goes such a long way in helping you lock into this movie. I've been listening to it basically non-stop since it dropped. You can also feel the love for Tron all over this movie. There's Easter eggs, callbacks, and visual homages, some subtle and some gloriously obvious. You can tell that this was made by people who deeply care about the grid. And apparently Jared Leto is a huge fan and was a major driving force behind this film's development, which for once I'm actually thankful that he wanted to get a vanity project. So yeah. Tron Ares isn't perfect. The story's thin, the arcs could have used a little bit more, and some performances fall flat. As an experience, it absolutely delivers, especially if you're a fan of this franchise. This is the kind of movie you need to see on the biggest screen possible, and if you can, in 3D. That's what we did, and it was incredible. It's thrilling, it's gorgeous, and it's unapologetically Tron. And as a fan for the last 16 years, I couldn't ask for more. So please, go see this movie. Support it, because I really need more stories on the grid. And that's my review of Tron Ares. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this review, you know exactly what to do. Please leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I post. While you're at it, you can scroll down the description below, find my socials, leave a comment, let me know if you saw this movie and what you thought. And if you want more of my content, you can click or tap on these cards right here. They'll take you to the horror movies that made me, Coraline, or just over to my channel where you can check out the rest of my reviews. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow for my next installment in the horror movies that made me, followed by my review of Roofman.